Welcome conscious ignorant.
Why can't you never start?
Restart. Just 3, 2, 1. Let's clap again, Zach.
I was chewing the cookie. That's my fault.
You gotta keep that intro.
Welcome to Conscious Ignorance. I'm JC. This is Jeff.
No, it's not.
We have a special guest today. We got Kel, and as y'all know, we have a special guest.
This is why you can never be.
You gotta come back.
Especially when there's a guest. I can't do it. I don't know. He's supposed to go first.
No, just let me do it. Welcome to Conscious Ignorance, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
I don't do
in the first place on YouTube. We got a special guest here, my man Corey from Teleseason the podcast.
Yes,
got
sir.
Jay right here. Got Tom here.
That was nice.
Yeah, it's real fluent. It's real fluent. This is my coach.
He trying to show you up, bro.
Derek Fisher. But
take that role away from me.
That's how you
always want less roles.
always want to take less.
You'll do it. You clearly just said you'll do it.
What you say?
No, I'm saying that's how you know we go way back. You calling by my first name.
I know, right?
That's like ground level way back.
Right.
Man, what niggas calling you these days?
Not everybody call me Chubbs by my last name.
Okay.
I saved your number
So
in Chubbs though.
It kind of
Okay.
it kind of fits too. So
Let's get right into it. So you from Teleseason the podcast?
Yes, sir.
How long y'all been? Y'all been going at the podcast thing
Man.
since before like the podcast started becoming
Yeah.
the wave to do.
I was still in school when Christian and Stephon started the podcast.
So what year was that?
I still
What year
had
we
I'm talking about like 2015 when they started it.
We was what, sophomores in
Because
college.
Because I graduated in December of 2015. So they started it like that summer beforehand. But I wasn't a part of it.
Yeah.
So when I came home from one a break, you know, I was just chilling because we always friends just like everybody else. We legit friends. So I was just chilling and I was like, yeah, mind if I get on one episode? And it was like, yeah. And then it just took off from there. And so, I mean, but it hasn't been consistent from 2015 up until now. It's like we've been taking months off. I feel like we took a year off before. Like, just because of you know, personal lives,
Right.
personal careers.
It's hard to get 4 people or 3 people to sit down every week.
On a consistent basis, bro.
Yeah.
That's just like in college, like you got the group
Group
projects. It's so hard to get everybody to show up to the group project at the same time. This is what this is really every week. And like you said, everybody's schedule changing and just real life shit.
It was easy for me to come to group projects because I just talk. You know how like everybody was scared to present?
Right.
I was just the talker.
Oh, the presenter.
I was just a presenter. So
All
I was
right.
like, yeah, whatever. Just make sure y'all give it to me.
Other words, you ain't do no work.
You basically.
You want
That's what I got. Shit.
What do y'all talk about on y'all podcast? Like,
Just about the same thing that y'all probably talk about.
Okay.
We talk about, you know, different pop culture, society, black content, white content. We talk about like our last podcast we call him OG Shabazz. Yeah, and so he's raising a daughter right now. So we kind of talked about how it is raising a daughter right now in society with the whole, you know, the cucumber thing was going on, and if he knew about it,
Damn.
So I know, right? So it got a little real. So we talk about that. We try to keep it open, talk about whatever, whatever going on during the week or whatever we got coming up.
I listened to that episode and Christian was wild, and Christian said he wouldn't show up to.
Oh yeah, bro.
I was like,
you heard what I told her. I said you can't do that, bro.
Yeah,
I told him straight up.
They was talking about like baby showers and stuff, like how like baby shower and just the reveal thing is kind of like a big deal now.
Yeah.
But what's the dude in OG
Shabazz.
he was saying that like he was the older dude.
Shabazz. Yeah, he's
the older dude. He was saying like, I mean, baby showers already like always been around, but his man, the co-host on the podcast was saying like for even when he have a baby, he's saying like he just gonna show up to the joint, hug some necks, what's up, and then like
that's how niggas used to be. Niggas
that's what he
niggas
said.
never used to go to baby showers.
That's
Now
what
it's like you gotta be at the gender reveal, the baby shower.
Hold
you gotta be at all
on.
that
So
shit.
y'all gonna be at the baby shower?
I'm gonna be at the baby shower just because it's 21st century now. You got to now.
You got to.
Yeah, I mean I want to be at that anyway, but
I'm be there drunk with my men, cause
that's about it. We not there for the same reasons. She there because she wants everybody, you know.
The men is there for moral support for you. That's it.
it makes hopefully we
can't
get a
believe
boy.
this nigga
That's
doing
it.
this.
Yeah, right. You like, damn.
This nigga,
He going through it. He going through with it.
You can't talk her out.
he sure did.
Oh my god! Don't say that at my baby shower.
Hey, you can't
I
say
be
that.
joking though.
Nah, we don't
I'm
know.
joking.
We don't know if you're joking.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad
Yeah.
at sarcasm.
His sarcasm straight.
Cause if it's just baby shower, you gonna be telling me, yo, you think it's cute?
That's grounds to whip your ass. It really is.
I'm looking out for you.
No.
I'm looking
You
out
can't
for
say
your
that
messages.
not at the baby
Not the
shower.
baby shower.
Hey man, it's been niggas that got to the baby
You
shower.
better say that when this baby born and it look don't and it's Chinese or something.
I don't. But look, that's what I'm saying though. I don't want my man be at the baby. I want to be for sure or that the baby's yours because we at the baby. You know, I'm gonna be happy for
So-
you taking pictures. Then 9 months
So
later.
basically, you just said you're not gonna buy baby gifts because you don't
you
know.
don't
You're not even bringing it up into the shower.
I don't think I should have to buy a gift until we confirm that the baby's yours.
What?
Who else baby would it be?
These bitches are scandalous, Jay.
No,
But
they're
that's
all
your man,
not.
though. You would know beforehand. That's your
I
man.
don't know. I didn't see some niggas got the baby, then they get the, you know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't theirs. So it's like, I think that's.
You're wildin'.
I'm just saying. I think I'm gonna get you a gift.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna show you a picture, of everything, but
You show your picture.
it's gonna be on ice until we confirm.
So
You would take a picture of the gift. You're not gonna give it to
Right.
me.
Oh no, we're not giving her the satisfaction of getting the gift.
Wow.
See, like she
Because
finessed you.
if it do go wrong, do I get the gift back?
no, so
Right.
right, you gotta cut that
Exactly.
L.
It-
That's an L.
Exactly. Why
You charge it to my child's game.
Yeah, that's-
That's not
But what
your
if it's
child,
not,
though.
but what if it's not hypothetically? What if it's not your kid?
All right, then you know you was there for me.
No, she not about to get over.
I don't have a
that.
good enough argument to respond to this bullshit. Because this is some bullshit, but you make a good point.
Yeah, it's like that. That is a good point though. Like,
Now she just running off with all because you know
Right.
we all support each other as much as we go back and forth. We all support each other when we do something. So like your kid gonna be like my kid. I'm gonna get him, some nice ass shit.
Right.
So I don't want the baby mother just coming up with all this nice ass shit.
Right.
Now we got Robert.
And
Now
now,
we
that,
got
yeah.
Robert.
And now the baby father, the real baby father, ain't have to buy shit.
He's skating off.
oh,
All his friends good. All his friends
We're like,
good.
I was going to buy
he got clothes, he got diapers, he got everything. He
He's about to
set.
get 2 sets of
Right,
everything
he's
now.
set.
It's Christmas.
I'm gonna get your baby some drip, and then now that baby drip down. It ain't even the gang.
Baby.
See, like nah.
Ooh.
We ain't doing that.
You know what?
I
Bring
don't wanna
Pampers.
think
That's
about
the
it.
bare minimum you could do. Is
Huh?
bring Pampers.
Pampers.
It's a gift card for
that
me.
little shit.
I'm giving gift cards,
I
yo.
get gift
Hey,
card.
put no effort into the give it to confirm.
Hey, no, you get a gift card, don't put no money on it. Just give it to him.
Oh, you
And
wild.
then when you find out, I'm like, yeah, all right, here go.
Yeah,
I loaded that.
Is that
joint.
Load the funds later.
So back to y'all podcast. So I guess what's some of the long term goals? I guess for y'all podcast.
Honestly, we really don't know. Like, it's not like I can't say it. All right, next year we want to be on BET slot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This saying we really don't know. We trying to go with the flow because we still learning about the podcast stuff to this day. Like,
Right.
it's not even though we started like so long ago, we're still learning just like everyone else. We learn different things about how the mic should be set up, sound quality, different marketing tools, all types of stuff like this. The social media nowadays, you can learn so much stuff and go so far with not even just podcasts but on Instagrams. It's like a big learning curve, especially if you didn't study that in school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't
Yeah.
really
Okay, so
strong point.
we
But-
established the podcasts are like group projects in a sense.
It's-
So like with you, Christian, Stefan, who's the speaker per se that don't do shit, just show up?
Stephon
Stephon.
easily, bro. Wait,
Well, it's established.
I feel like you seen pre-production.
You see 2 people moving. You see 1 person sitting the fuck
Because I
down.
did all my work beforehand
No,
with
the
my
fuck you
laptop.
didn't. No, you
Everything
didn't.
was configured.
You did mic checks when he got here.
Because the mic checks was just,
Nigga just lying. Nigga just lying for no
I
reason.
knew that narrative was coming out.
I mean, we all kind of hold our own for the most part. All depends on the episode, but definitely I'll probably say Stephon.
Okay.
But Stephon also his job, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very
Time consuming.
yeah.
Okay. All right. But freak, we can get into some of these topics. I guess my first joint was like out the gate. I guess kind of dealing with Stefan. I guess what's the balance? I guess and balancing like the 9 to 5 life and trying to be, I guess, like did I say like a creator?
Yeah, like just like we saying, it's the time. You know what I'm saying? When you got 3 people who's like, I would say intermediate, kind of still beginner in their careers, you trying to advance our personal careers,
Right,
and the
right,
podcast kind of get put on hold because bills get paid.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you know, so the podcast could come or go for whatever reason.
Right.
But at the end of the day, them bills or what you're trying to do in your personal career still gonna be there. And I think a lot of people kind of lose that.
Right.
You know, You about to say something?
Would you? No, I was.
Oh, I thought.
Would you ever consider like
Excuse me.
quitting your job and going full-time podcast?
No. No.
I would 100% every day. I like this shit, so I'd be like, fuck that job. I can just, I don't know, promote, make money. I don't know. Do something.
I don't know. Nah. I think. Well, that's a big conversation right now on social media. Is people quitting like their 9 to 5, trying to pursue their personal careers. I think if you balance it enough, you could do both until you get to your point where you can. I'm trying to figure a word, like you can comfortably make that switch from leaving your personal career,
right.
9 to 5 job, whatever, to something that you want to do. Like a podcast.
Yeah, because like I mean, that's like a big leap of faith. Really,
it is.
Doing that, leaving that guarantee. You know, you getting that check.
Yeah, I'm not leaving it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, rather than now you're going into like just creating your own streams of income, not knowing that guarantee money not there. You gotta figure out some shit.
Then again, too, I actually like what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't hate Mondays.
What is that?
I don't want to talk about it on podcast.
Oh, all right.
So now I'm playing. Yeah, I work for Library of Congress.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, you was out. You and Stefan was out for CBC week.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
That was just for the weekend.
Yeah, well, it's like a whole week type of thing. Congressional Black Caucus weekend. It started. I want to say it started like last Sunday, and it goes like the whole week with different events, panel discussions, live bands, music, free food, open bars.
I didn't even know about this thing until this year. This is my first time hearing about it. Yeah.
You put that.
You know what's crazy?
I've
I've seen the acronyms for it and seen the parties associated with it, but I've never actually known what the fuck was going on. I just like, all right, they having somebody's hosting a party.
Yeah,
is an event. I didn't know it was like the Congressional Black Caucus type thing.
I know the first time I went when I was like a junior in college. They had one in New York because my cousin's a part of it. Like he's part of the Congress. I was like, this is lit.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it was crazy because I was thinking like it bringing it to DC. I was like, there's gonna be so many like network opportunities and all this stuff. And it's crazy because like some places were like promoting it as a networking, but it's really just a party for people to get dressed up as. I was like,
for the most part,
most time I want to look for the real network.
That's
the party. But I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I say. It all depends on what event you go to. You got to pick and move and make it your own. Just like college, you know, you make it.
Facts. Yeah,
make it what you want to be.
Yeah, for sure.
You can go to a bomb event and you go to an uppity event and you be like, yo, none of these people giving me time of day to even hear what I got going on in my mind.
Right, 100%. But I guess when I look at like the traditional like 9 to 5 joint, I like what I doing. It's cool, but I can't see I really would be like, damn, parents really just been going to work all these years. All these fucking years. This shit is wild. I see
that's why a lot of people, especially our generation, they could find something that they think that could help them outside of a regular 9 to 5. They do it, and that's more props.
Yeah, I think like you said, being able to make that leap, really gotta get to that. I feel like getting to the point where if what you're doing at your 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, is taken away from your side hustle, your entrepreneurship shit. Like if you're losing money on that side because you missing opportunities, then I feel like that's the time when I'm gonna be like, all right, deuces, let me get up on out of here. Just go ahead and pursue this full time type thing. But
I feel like it's different steps to it too, because like you said, you could be in the federal government and work part time. You know what I'm saying? That if your side hustle's doing that good,
if your schedule allows for you,
if schedule allow for it, you could do it like that. So it all depends on the person.
All right, so we know you got the podcast. You ever get you in a relationship?
Yeah.
So you ever get the post text like, you was wilding, nigga? Like, oh really?
Nah, that's normal. That's normally like when we recording. If we recording and somebody says something wild, the OC you like, hold up, pause it. And then we got hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. Niggas didn't just say that.
I do the editing here, so I'm not editing shit out.
So you better be careful.
I'm cutting this motherfucker. Nah, that's fine.
In the basement.
Nah, that's fine.
We're like, fuck.
Cause some things just be so wild. You like, yo, we can't let that get out there.
Yeah.
Just like I said, one of the people on the podcast is his job. You know, so some things we just can't let get out.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'll probably tell y'all off camera what he do. So.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna throw him under the bus right now.
You still get text time? Post
about like, sheesh. Listen, last episode I was talking too goddamn much.
I know. You was talking a whole
too goddamn much. Just like, damn. I can't even really tell this girl to watch the joint.
Wildin'.
And I was like, yeah. I still get them. I'll be like, or I get those like, oh, so you had fun in Texas, huh? You?
Oh.
I'm like,
I definitely gotta tell you, like, oh,
Nah.
I ain't hear about LA. LA was
Average. Average trip. It was gone before I knew it.
That bitch was choosing. That bitch was choosing. Motherfucker, fuck the hoes. Fuck the hoes.
So y'all be getting cussed out. Crickets.
Right.
Niggas like,
ain't nobody going.
I think I had one time when I was like, all right, I can see how you could see that way. And then I had to cop a plea.
Sometimes niggas throw themselves under the bus and don't even realize it.
100%. I didn't even realize.
All for the sake of the podcast.
For the sake of the content.
There was one time.
Gotta do
There
it
was
for
one
the
time I
content.
had to apologize on the podcast because it was wild. Yeah, it was some wild shit. So.
I think I remember it. Dude, you still out there?
Not really.
Yeah, that bitch was tripping. That shit was.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
These are our listeners.
I'm about to say, all right, see, now somebody about to get a text after this.
Oh my god.
This nigga in trouble.
Because this nigga said, not really. That means it's still like.
That means he can go back if he wants
it's
to.
still right
Who
there. a
you
little
talking
bit.
about?
That thing gone now.
Oh, it's long gone.
Oh,
now.
this is the type of podcast we having today. We
Yeah,
open those
right.
gates.
No,
Niggas not ready to fuck it
nope. Leave me out of this.
Here we go. Here we go.
So question. What did I have to ask you? So you're in a relationship right now, or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be.
Or whatever the case is.
You trying to start some shit?
Hell.
You trying to start some? You see how he side eye? He's like,
The case may be what it actually is.
This nigga gonna be single. when this shit drop. You know and if it's his girl, you know she gonna support him and like tune in and listen.
no, I know for a fact she not.
Oh, she'll listen. Damn, why your queen?
No.
Supportive?
She listens.
queen
She
hates you.
listens, but she's in law school right now.
Okay.
So her head is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we
not
just
worried
chilling.
about
We was
it.
chilling last night. She know I'm here right now.
Oh, we know.
But,
We
yeah.
know. We know.
So we see your colors and stuff on. So like, let's talk about getting into that a little bit, like your college experience. And I guess so you're in a relationship now. You're transitioning from thinking like, you know how we thought dudes start in college,
Right.
like transition, leaving college to getting into the relationship, and I guess what's your views and stuff like on marriage and stuff like that.
Well, you want to talk about college or marriage?
That was a long question, my nigga.
Loaded question. Let's start with college. Let's talk about that experience. in
I
college.
think. Well, one went to Bowie State University.
Okay.
Shout out Bowie State. And it helped me be the person I am today. Like, if it wasn't for college, college brought
a
me.
little cliche.
Nah, I'm being dead. College brought me out of my shell.
Okay.
Like, for real, when I was in high school, I wouldn't say I was in a shell per se.
You wasn't.
Yeah,
He
but
wasn't.
yeah.
There was no shadow.
But listen.
There was no shadow.
But it was because I already knew kind of everybody from like middle school and being around each other for years.
do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Comfortable.
But then when you go to a different atmosphere and you don't really know nobody, or to the point where I could go to a CBC event and talk to somebody who I don't know at all, I couldn't do that before.
Okay, I
you
got
know what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah,
And that type.
I can see. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's like having an art to not only just hold a conversation, but be able to start one.
Right.
You don't gotta be a great conversator to be in conversations. Just having the heart and the mindset. No, I'm gonna go talk to this person. And actually go do it. That's one thing.
Gotcha.
So I think that's probably. Yeah, it really brought me out my shell.
I can see that. I mean,
But niggas like you said, niggas been telling me I haven't been in the shell, but I think I have.
right. I mean,
I guess compared to where I was to where I'm at now.
I can see what you're saying because like being comfortable, like he said, being comfortable and stuff. And then I think it's a big difference when like we go out, 'cause we go out all the time. We can talk with anybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, for sure.
But you know, like just
Y'all all went to
strike
the same
up-
school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was that? Because that's not HBCU.
What you mean? I wouldn't. What you mean? Which part of it? Which aspect of it? Which aspect of school? Like, how did we like our school? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, we love Penn State.
Yeah. It was there's definitely some good experiences there.
You know what's crazy? Did we have any racial experiences at Penn State?
I didn't experience any.
I had one white boy call me a nigga, but that nigga was drunk as shit, and he
Was
he
it?
thought it was.
I was about to
He thought he was cool. It was cool enough to do
Yeah,
it.
he was like, "What? I didn't say." I was like,
No,
God, you just can't say,
Say
it
that.
at all.
I think my one might have been like probably with the baseball team or something, like going to one of their parties or something, and just niggas here. Who invited the niggas?
Then y'all used to go to the soccer house too.
Yeah, we went to a lot of white parties.
I didn't go. I didn't start going to the white parties. I got to me.
Yeah.
But
It was good. It was
Yeah, I know Darius got into it with a white boy before,
yeah.
but I never got into no racial. That's actually
It's
funny.
like closeted stuff. Like I had one experience where it was like, you remember Quinn?
Yeah.
So Quinn was on. Quinn was like, we played on the basketball team there. So Quinn was like our teammate or whatever. And me and Quinn used to work together at Adler and shit. So that's like our gym there. Like, so what
do you call it? The intramural gym?
yeah. Was that our? That was like the main gym when I came.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to work at the front desk together and shit. And then like he was talking about kind of like him having to adjust being around us, because I feel like for the most part, like black people, I don't know what it is. I feel like, I don't know. It was, me personally, I guess I'm comfortable. Really, I can get comfortable no matter where I am. I can adjust quickly, whatever.
Because
like,
we have to as black.
Yeah,
we
right.
always, other races aren't the adjusters. We are the adjusters for some reason. It's,
So when Quinn was like, when he came, like we hooping, we cursing each other out like bitch ass, you know what I'm saying? Going at each other necks really. And he said he wasn't really used to that at all. He's like, he thought we was about to fight. I was like, nah, nigga, this is how we hoop. This is how we hoop. And then he was like, it was one time when we came, all of us, Quinn was in Adler, but we all came in the gym and like, I don't know, he said we were loud or some shit like that. But he was with his white friends, and his white friend was like, look at him, why do they gotta be so loud?
He said that out loud?
This is Quinn, this is my man.
Oh
This is my man's
God.
friend. He's not with us right now. He's just like with his other group of friends, whatever. We came, all of us was always together. So we came in and like we was probably loud.
oh, we were loud.
100%. 100% loud. So then the boy said that to him, and Quinn was like, nobody says anything to you, because like white people get, especially when they get drunk, they just
Man.
They just woo for
Yeah.
no reason.
And they say whatever they want, bro.
Yeah.
They say whatever they want.
Yeah, and he was like, no one says anything to you when you're loud, or, you know what I'm saying? They just having fun, you know what I mean? Type shit. And Quinn ended up leaving, like, because we only went in there for a quick minute and then left. And Quinn ended up leaving with us. And I was wondering, he had told me, like, that's why he ended up leaving, because he wasn't really fucking with them. At he said, I said, oh shit, Quinn. He said, yeah, I fuck with y'all now. Like,
He had to make that decision right then and there. Like, yeah.
It took him over, like, I mean, I noticed it because, like, I think about, like, mid-season, Quinn was definitely, like, listening to music and shit, because I'm in the locker room and shit, and music and shit like that. So, like, I think that's the only time where I didn't directly deal with it, but I knew it was there type.
Yeah.
You know, we were the first black people he ever met.
in his whole life.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, ain't it?
That's
I just
crazy.
like black people everywhere. Like,
Nah, bro.
I was like,
No.
There's really like areas in this world where there's not a single black. I'm not gonna say this word. I'm gonna say in the United States where there's not a single black person.
No.
Yeah, I was like, that hit me. I was like, huh? You never seen niggas before?
Rural Pennsylvania. Goddamn.
Hey, that's the you never seen niggas.
That makes sense why white babies always staring. They like, what the fuck?
Why is it so dark? I was born this way.
What
Sorry.
is going on?
So, well, I got a quick question. Question we always ask our guests. And since you're in a relationship and we talk about marriage, are you paying all the bills?
Nah.
So how's it doing? How are you doing?
Well, I think one, it all depends on who makes what.
Okay.
If I make enough when I could take care of like the mortgage or that type stuff, then yeah, I'll do that. And then if she make enough that could, you may get groceries or whatever, then I think it really all depends. But am I against taking care of every single bill? Of course.
Yes.
Of course. I'm not about to no.
No.
No, I'm not.
They want. That's the crazy thing is, yeah, y'all want to make as much as us, but more money, more problems. More money, more problems. You gonna take these bills.
Right.
Like, if you want the my whole thing, if you want the traditional man role, then you gonna traditional woman role.
Yeah, right.
Clean.
Cook, clean, yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Like I'll have no problem taking care of the bills if I come home to a hot meal, a clean house, clothes, lunch
You
pack.
hear that,
You know what I'm
lawyer?
saying?
My man want to. If she the lawyer, he gonna be clean.
Hey, no, relax. Ain't no house nigga over here.
This thing is too big to be a house nigga.
I know, right? Imagine you come to the house, you see me with an apron and on,
Oh fuck.
tied around. Got yellow gloves on.
Yeah, she gonna cheat.
Hey, babe.
Hey, man, how's work?
So happy to see you. Kids are all asleep.
You know, I had your suit out for tomorrow.
Right. She is in court.
Right, yeah. I had the dinner in the oven, you know. Anything else you need?
I just,
Nah.
I really don't understand why women be thinking that, because
Yeah, I don't.
it's
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how you think you can make as much as me and then.
So
think
what about
I'm still
what
gonna pay as much as-
y'all splitting, right?
Yeah, either
splitting.
we splitting or like you said, I do the mortgage and she does the utilities and all.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that.
I don't mind taking the heavier side of the bills.
Bills, right? If you could afford it, or it don't matter if you can. What if you can't afford it?
I think that'd probably be a conversation to have.
Mhm.
Like, and even, or like just have all our money go into one pot and then pay the bills as it goes.
I think I'm against the conjoint.
I would have a
if-
side one, because women always have a side.
Yeah.
They always
No,
have,
they don't, bro.
They always put money to the side.
Yeah.
I'm
I
telling you, bro.
I know.
I work with a lot of married women, and I know like 3 of them that all have joined accounts with their husband. They don't no money on the side. She told me, she said, I don't have nothing on the side. Like because a lot of women aren't good at finances, and their husbands aren't.
I think that's wrong. Women normally take care of all of that.
Yeah, that's
like
saying-
the man
The
bring the big
traditional-
home.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they take care of all the like.
paying the bills.
Yeah, the
Like,
traditional
it's not-
woman used to pay the bills. That was part of her job at home, was to pay
Yeah,
the bills,
you
pay,
take
make
care
sure
of
the
all of
checks was sent out and everything.
Well, I don't know how it is today, but this is me speaking from experience. With
Right.
talking to older women who've been in relationships marriages for a long time, basically saying that they have one pot where their whole check goes in and then they pay the bills equally through there.
Yeah, I have a coworker. My coworker, they got the joint account. That's how I was like, you think she got like a side account? He was like, I don't know. I was like, do you got a side account? He was like, no. I was like, you think you should start one?
That just
You think that seed-
I think
You think you should start one?
I think if you go marry someone, you definitely shouldn't think you need a side account to be
I
married to
wouldn't call
someone.
it a side account, but I would like to have my personal account.
Me too.
Emergency
Like,
fund.
you, like, you know,
But what are you going to do in a personal account that you can't do in the main account with your
Bitch
wife
make
can
me
see?
mad. I'm leaving.
Just-
I'm out.
It's going to be half yours regardless.
It's just I feel like to me it's just the ownership of having my own bank account.
You don't own anything
Yeah.
anymore. It's hers too.
No.
So it
That's
doesn't
true.
matter.
That is true. But one thing you
Split it right
we
down
could
the
say-
middle.
We could say you split it and stuff, but I guess one thing, I think that a lot of times women always know how much their man make. Like even if it's her boyfriend or something for a long time, they know like his salary range. You ask a nigga how much your girl make,
Never know.
never know.
But don't you think you should know that? Especially if you're
should,
married.
But,
If
but
you're
you
married.
should. But for the most part, I feel like
Married
dudes-
and then like boyfriend girlfriend, two different
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can
100%.
see
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I can see
But
that.
what if y'all living together? And y'all just
Oh, I
like
gotta know
boyfriend
what
and
you're
girl.
making. I need to know what's coming into the house every month.
I want to know too.
I know for
I
sure.
need to know.
I need to know.
If you don't know mine, I'm okay not asking for yours. Now, if you ask me for my, then yeah, we need to share. I'm not about to tell you mine, and you just keep your little 50,000 that you gathering up in your pocket. Nah,
I mean, I know somebody that like they been in a relationship for years and they about to get like a crib together. They started house shopping and they going through kind of like the loan process. So I guess when they sitting down with I guess whoever they were sitting down with talking about cashing out details, of course they had to come up how much they make. The boyfriend didn't know how much
She
he
made.
made, and I've been talking to her. She's known how much he's made like all the time. So I'm like, when he seen that
What?
shit, then she said the next time they went to the liquor store, she was like, yeah, she want anybody. He was like, you got that shit.
Matter of fact, he'd be like, let me get two. Get two.
He said he ain't even reach for his wallet.
Imagine if it's way more than you.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
I'll be pissed.
That's crazy.
Nah, bro. It's no way. If you know what your girlfriend does, like where her job title is, you have a range
I'm
of what she.
Googling.
probably
hey, I'm about to say,
I'm Googling
I feel
it.
like a nosy nigga's googling that
I'm
shit.
Googling
I get on
it.
last door immediately.
Yeah,
Let me see
something.
that.
I need to know what the range is of what you making. Like possibly beginner, intermediate, senior level. I don't know. I need to know something.
So you saying you want to do like split or whatever? So like I guess is that what you seen growing up in your household? Like whether it's aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be, is that? how
Yeah,
stuff
well,
operated?
what I mostly see is what works for each couple. Like different couples, different things work
Right,
for.
right.
I know in my household, I think my dad, I think he take care of like the mortgage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And whatever else. And I think my mom kind of take care of the groceries. You know, but they've been married. I'm 27. So next year it'd be 30 years for them. So
Damn.
it's been working out for them.
They ain't transitioning.
Yeah, they.
Pop's paying all the bills. I'm telling you.
So, but I think that's a good point you put up because it's about what people been brought up in the household.
Right,
How their parents really influence.
Yeah.
People's views on relationships, on what should be what.
And that's I don't understand
what you
how
see.
this whole like women, because like I guess to us, like, women to be like, oh, if you can't do that, you just a broke nigga. It's like as soon as
No.
a man doesn't want to do something for you, now I'm broke.
Oh yeah, now they try to play that less manhood card.
Right.
Like, oh no, this nah.
Yeah,
You can't afford me.
They be like, oh, my
Right.
daddy did this for me. This ain't it.
I ain't
That's
your
your
daddy.
father, bitch.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I hate that. It's crazy. Like whenever you ask a woman, do y'all want to split the bill? So like, well, my dad paid for all.
Well,
Let's go ask that nigga. Let's go. So you just basically say your mom's just running around rent free around here.
That's what you're saying.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
And
you
then
can look at it
parents-
like that, but that's your parent. That's what you're supposed to do. Like,
Yeah, all right.
when you have a kid, that's a bill. You're your father's bill. I'm sorry.
Maybe dads are the problem here.
You want to find that
Dad.
that sounds so bad. Dad's all the
Because I just
problem.
know I'm gonna spoil my daughter if I have a daughter. She gonna get everything
Oh,
she wants.
100%.
And now
Yeah.
I'm creating this persona that
And that-
nigga is gonna do the same thing when niggas is not.
Because if I'm doing all of that, it shouldn't be like it's no discussion when it's time to do something. It's not a we discussion.
Right.
It's a I pay everything. We doing whatever the fuck I say.
Well, look, if you think about it too, that's what you're gonna tell your daughter. If a
Right.
man can't do this for you,
I know.
you don't need it.
I know I'm gonna say that
You know
shit.
you're gonna say that.
I know I'm gonna say
They'll
it.
pay for your date.
Oh my god.
Hey,
You should never pay for first dates.
that's a fact.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, first date only like $40, $50. That's neither here nor there.
Oh, that's a whole nother convo.
That could be a little more than that.
Yeah.
I try to tell them that. They don't believe me though.
No, you go back and forth
could
between
be.
this shit.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think it depends on the quality of female you're taking out.
That too.
That's what
That
it
matters.
goes back to all of that. It could be if we talking about tiers here, tier 3 being the highest tier. We talking about a tier 3 bitch.
Watch me be a bitch.
Watch it. Right.
Tier 3 bitch is not $60, brother.
Well,
Nah, hold on.
Or you will not get a call back from her.
If she tier 3, you can't call her the B
Hold
word.
up, tiers is high.
Oh, she's a tier
high.
three.
Tier 3 is like high.
Tier 3 is high. Tier 3 is high woman, female.
We need
There we
charts.
go.
We always got.
There we
I
go.
got a board over there.
We gotta get
You just put it out. You
Yeah.
put it right there.
I
And
know.
just write it. Have a list. Tier
So you-
1,
Yeah,
tier
tier
2.
3 is
Break it
highest. Huh?
break it down.
All right. Tier 1, need coochie.
Wait.
I just put it out there.
It sounds bad. It
Sounds bad,
it
but hear
sounds-
me out though.
Carry out.
Dress it up a little bit.
Carry out.
Oh, all right.
McDonald's drive through.
We can at least go to Applebee's.
That's what he said.
We
Oh,
can-
I thought the Applebee's Outback is kind of like tier 2.
That might be tier 2.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can run up a check at Outback, bro.
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can.
You can run up a
You get no
nice
shots.
little.
You get no
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
All right, tier 1, you just need coochie. We could go we could go pick her up.
What is that? Wait, what is that? I just need coochie, or she just needs to give it up. What are you saying?
You just need coochie. This is how much you spending.
Okay.
So tier 1 is you can pick her up.
I love this toxic.
She say I'm hungry. I guess you got to get her something to eat.
I feed the pussy.
Pussy might be just a little more better if you get her some food.
She might go. She might be willing to go that extra mile. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? When
Might-
you get to the bed, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So that's
all of that.
So that goes to a whole nother conversation if you paying for it.
Yeah,
Low key. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, the whole
Oh,
we
we
agree.
always end up here.
the scale is all of us paying. This,
Okay.
this is how much. you
Okay,
pay.
I think we all agree on that.
All right, we stop at Wendy's. Nah, I ain't gonna say McDonald's because if she eat McDonald's, you'll need to be with her. We
Her
stop at
vagina, her pH is off.
we stop at Chipotle. We stop at Chipotle.
I could do Chipotle.
You get Chipotle. I love Chipotle. That's like 24, 25 right there.
Boom.
Tier 1. Tier 2 is she looks good, and we gotta go somewhere to get with her. We gotta go somewhere.
I wouldn't mind being seen
We can't.
out.
Right.
Okay,
You gotta see her and the sun at the same
A
time.
nice bar, happy hour.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I mean-
That's when you get to your 40 to
Alright.
80 range right there.
Maybe
usually
not.
higher to usually to the high 80. Usually
Yeah,
up to
yeah.
80. Usually 80. Now tier 3 here. This is when we
In your bag.
we flying them out.
Damn. I thought you about to say family function. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? That man said fly
you
him out.
got- You got tier 3s. You know, tier 3s is
You're going depth for that.
Yeah, you're eight and a halfs and up. I'm gonna just give them 8.5
Okay.
and up. you gonna want to go show it because you know tier 3, you get a tier 3 in your hands. You don't want to fuck this up.
You don't. You want tier 3. You definitely wanted to be around for.
You want to solidify this. You even looking at, all right, maybe, I don't know, let me see if I can be with her.
You're interested in what she says after sex now.
Yeah. Your post-nut clarity is not that bad anymore. You don't mind holding her after you hit.
Right. So the tier 1, like after you hit, like how
go home. Go straight home.
Niggas still do the
Just let the brother call you.
Yeah. But the thing is,
hey, bro, call him like 20 minutes.
We be thinking we be saying being so smart. They definitely know.
No, they know. They know every time.
They know. I
Every
think it's
time.
just like an understanding, and like it's just respectfully telling you, like, all right,
It's time
Wait,
to go.
do y'all think girls ever be like, wish you had one of his niggas call him so I can get the fuck out of here? Get the fuck out of here. Like, finally, nigga.
Nah, I feel like girls might go ham just to get up and like, all right, I gotta go.
Yeah, they usually a little more
Maybe.
blunt than us.
Yeah, they
I
are.
feel like they can do that because
Maybe.
they got the pussy. Like,
Yeah.
just get up and leave.
I be feeling so used because I had a older.
You get used by a tier 1?
I had an old. No,
Sensitive
I had an
ass.
older joint. It was like, you know what I mean, boom bop bop, hit that thing, and then she like,
Tier 1?
nah. This
What
is
tier?
Tier 2.
Okay.
Tier 2.
All right.
The older joint, you know, like the older, you know. But
He does.
she like,
Snitching on himself.
Here we go.
this is past lifetime.
At the time machine.
Preface this story, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But-
Back in my day.
And then like, yeah, you know, back in my day, but
They
then
ain't
after
going that
she was
long.
like, like walking around like moving shit just from like right here to right here. To right here. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I was like, is it time for me to go?
That's what it was.
Am I where am I woke? I'm in the chilling.
She hit you with your, so what you about to do?
Yeah, like time she be about to sit. It's like, oh, let me get my
Let me
shit
shit
on.
out.
Get the fuck up out of here and
light-skinned
shit.
nigga.
That shit was funny as fuck though.
I guess it's time for me to go.
Yeah,
Damn. She really put you up.
yeah.
I would have got up happy.
I mean,
He didn't want to leave. You didn't want to leave.
I was feeling the vibe. She had her own spot.
You ain't see the SpongeBob joke. He was like, "Oh, she got a house, bills cooked. I mean, bills, food, everything. All right, I'm gonna stay here. All right, I'm gonna stay here.
Exactly. That was a nice spot. You know what I mean? I used to take the trash out on the way out. You know what I mean? Like,
God.
I was liking the situation. Then bitch start moving shit.
Damn.
This shit's clean already. What are you doing? You wiping shit that's not there. The fuck? Oh shit. But so like back in your let's get back to Bowie State. How was that boy? Where did you meet your girl at Bowie?
No. I met her party. I probably going on like my last year at Bowie.
Okay.
So I was already on my way out the game, to be honest.
Got questions.
Like,
I got
I
questions
was
now.
I was already on the way out the game.
All right,
It's
so-
like my last semester at Bowie.
Coochie rate
It's like
pre I can't say the word.
that's fine. I already know what you about to say. You talking about
Before you cross and after you
after
cross.
All
Yeah.
right, that's actually a good question. It's kind of a little harder because some girls think because you cross, they think you got a whole
Plethora of bitches.
buffet. Yeah, a buffet.
Oh, it's working against
Oh, my fault.
It's working against you.
A buffet of jumps. No,
What you do?
no.
I didn't say that now.
No. So it can work in your favor and against you, and it has for me in the past before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It has, especially because when you agree,
really be the tier 3 bitches that be trying to make their pussy seem exclusive and shit.
yeah, and it be some tier 1 Jones too. Like I'm like, look, I already know a few niggas already hit you.
Right.
Let's just be honest.
Let's be honest here. Okay?
I'm not gonna be the one who get to save you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be that
That's
person.
that's not my character. I'm sorry, man. That's not how I roll.
So pussy
But-
rate definitely went up
Yeah.
Through the roof.
through the roof.
I wouldn't say through the roof. I was already on the roof.
Real nigga in the building.
Oh shit! Top of the building.
Looking down that
Hey,
nigga.
let's get it. I need a wild story, man.
But listen.
I need a wild story.
But listen. But one thing about being Greek, I think, is that you meet a lot more women faster because of all the different events and parties you go to. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to cookouts, you go to other schools and stuff. When you got your Greek gear on, it's just like almost like another networking event.
Yeah.
They be like, oh, you a Q from where, or you this and that from where, Then boom, that's how it starts.
Damn, so you
And
got
then-
access to more bitches. That's
Yeah, basically.
Can they stop being
but-
bitches?
Yeah.
No, this is our podcast. This is our space.
I was agreeing with him with the B word. He was like, no.
All right,
Corey, you're a guest. Still, no. This is my podcast. I'm gonna follow what I want.
How much clout? How is clout like affecting like the Greeks? Because I know a lot of people who, not know a lot of people, but a lot of people say that some people don't even cross over just for the brotherhood and like to give back in community service, stuff like that. They do it just for clout.
All right, well, check this out. One, community service, you don't gotta be Greek to do community service.
Right.
You can do that by yourself.
Right.
Every college you go to got community service projects within that local community. So if somebody say, "Oh, I joined so and so because I want to do community service," you could do that on your own time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, I've been saying it, to each their own. Me, I'm the only child. I got no brothers. I got no sisters. So I really joined to grab that brotherhood that I was looking for, and I achieved it.
Right.
With my line brothers. And stuff.
Okay.
So
And the bitches. Don't lie and say the bitches wasn't the
But
don't lie.
it
Don't
was,
you
bro.
sit and tell me.
Listen.
You was like, oh, these niggas get
Listen,
pussy.
it wasn't.
These niggas getting pussy.
No, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a story. My freshman year, I hated these niggas.
Okay.
I hated the Q's my
Because they was
freshman
getting
year.
pussy.
But listen,
Exactly.
no, but listen. That wasn't it.
my bitches.
Listen.
I see them.
Pussy.
So I'm talking to this shorty my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? I'm wrapping her up, this, that, and the third. And it was like a Friday night, and then we just stopped talking. I'm like, damn, she stopped responding back, this, that, and the third.
For the streets.
Yeah. So my man's was like, yo, it's a party in Bowie Place, which is like an apartment complex on campus. Like, yo, it's a party in there. Come in, I'll get you through. Go in and jump. I didn't know it was in like a Q's room, whatever. So I went in there and it was cool. But then niggas started leaving out and stuff. So I went to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, I'm being nosy. I'm a freshman. So I'm poking in the room, seeing what's in these niggas' room. The girl I was texting is laying in the nigga bed. I'm like, young. I hate this. She's a freshman. He's a senior. What is going on? Like leave some for us. Leave some for us.
That's that clout. Clout is a hell of a drug.
But then once I got a chance to get to actually know some of these, I'm like, yo, these niggas really cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And they get pussy.
it's not always about, bro. It's not always about
Come
it.
on now.
It's not always about.
I mean, the clout thing is about the coochie, but that's not why he said that's not how he joined. So
That's in the back of his head.
No,
He's
for real,
not-
I'm being dead honest. Like I can look.
I'm not so.
I'm being
I'm
dead
not
serious.
I'm not so. Fuck all that.
Cause look, when I became SGA vice president, I won that before I became a Q. So you know what I'm saying? That wasn't
You was getting
on no.
political
he was on the
coochie.
roof.
Yeah, that
told you he was.
I'm
That
just saying
political
that just goes to show. Like I ain't gonna say like I'm trying to word it correctly here, but it just goes to show that I had I'm not gonna say status.
Nah,
but
get in your bag. Talk your shit.
I made the proper connection and network with my fellow peers that allowed me for them to put trust in me for me to win this position before I even crossed.
And before
You know what I'm
start
saying?
getting-
But it was the same week. So.
Hey, boy.
There we go. And some niggas think I wasn't getting no. Boy, huh?
No,
That's how
I'm
I
saying,
know.
that's the shit. I mean, I think
It's some people.
on campus, how would you rate the niggas that I guess
Clout status.
How would
Athletes,
you-
Greeks. That's really what it is.
Before and after Greeks.
Athletes,
How-
Greeks,
yeah, how would you
regular niggas, or regular niggas, I guess.
Some clout status go way up. Like a nigga be down here and he cross and like, damn, bro, you ain't go to the calf to eat. You ain't do nothing. Now you cross. Now you out all of a sudden. Now you talk. Now you're in everybody's face. But then at the same time, that's what it's supposed to do. So it's like a double-edged sword. Like once you cross, you're not supposed to be the same person you was beforehand. And if you don't, then it's like, what was you doing? If you in the shell and you cross into a fraternity or sorority and bring you out the shell, that's the
Moving the
job.
mic.
That's how it's. Oh yeah, my fault. I know it probably sound crazy on the levels, but
But yeah, so I guess with that being said, like, damn, fuck, forgot what I was gonna say.
good.
I know it involved coochie.
Yeah,
Actually, all right.
Or clout.
So niggas, I guess the dudes that cross. Do you see? I guess is there people that take it? Is it such thing as taking it something too serious or
Oh, yeah.
or getting too stuck in it? Because we were like at Penn State. I know people that like we graduated 2 years ago. So there's people that I know that's like got stuck in like that life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like especially out of school, when we were there, we was like really in a bubble. 'Cause I mean, you knew about shit going on at home, but it was just like you was really there, trapped in that bubble. And I feel like some people get trapped in that bubble, end up like working there or even moving there, and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Is it like do you see people?
Yeah,
like that in
I
the group life?
definitely can see that. I mean, even just like back in high school, you know how like you had the star athlete, and then they graduate, then they still hanging around the school 4 years later, trying to relive that life. Like,
Yeah.
And the same thing happened in college. College is a little different because the age range is so different.
Right.
You can kind of still do that for a few years.
Right, you got like a good 2 years to go back. It's 2 or 3 years you could probably go back and still be somebody.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
But after
You
that,
still,
it's like-
just think about it. Your senior year, you still got the freshmen that you probably met, the sophomores and
Yep.
juniors.
Yep.
That's a whole nother 3 years of people
Yep.
that you
Still
know
coming up.
Yeah,
And
it's still
our-
coming
Our
up.
shit was my situation was lit for the simple fact that nigga like. So everybody do their 2 years at like different Penn State campuses, then they can transfer to Maine. So it was like we was getting freshmen and we was getting like bitches from like the branch campuses. So it was like, wow, I don't think I want to leave here. This place is kind of lit.
It's almost like vacation. When you go on vacation, you ain't ready to come home because it's like something
College
you're not
definitely
used to.
vacation.
So-
It
It
is.
is
you work at?
expensive
But-
as vacation. It's an expensive ass vacation for sure.
You only really realize that shit after the fact when you like, damn, I really had it sweet. Like, why niggas ain't tell me those was the good old days when I was in them?
Man, what's it called? Like post grad depression. Y'all had that?
I
ain't-
No,
I think
because
I
you know what
did.
happened. You know what happened when we got home? We got jobs and we got money.
And we got right into it. You didn't miss nothing.
Yep.
Got right into it.
That sound
We
good.
was wild.
We
We
was
was just
doing-
spending way too much money.
Spending all
Oh.
the money, all the money we had.
And the
No.
the Sally Mae payments didn't start yet.
Nope, nope, sure didn't.
So the checks was really all out.
I wasn't paying rent then. Shit.
Yeah, that shit was sickening, bro. We was out every weekend, bro. That shit was really sickening. Looking back,
Still
on it.
living in that college lifestyle.
Yeah,
But we was doing it the
I was-
expensive way.
Yeah.
I was too.
Yeah.
I found this bar in DC we used to go to every Thursday night, dog. We go to 7-Eleven, right? It was called McFadden's. Have you heard of it?
I heard of it.
It got shut down. But if you go to 7-Eleven, you get a big gulp.
Right.
And you either take it to the club and they fill it up for like $5 with your favorite rail drink.
Oh my god.
It was called McFadden's on every Thursday night, bro. I was in that
crazy.
bitch- I was in that joint like a regular.
That sound like
I'm
ringside.
in there. I'm not even showing.
know, right?
I'm not even showing ID. I'm dapping up bouncers, setting us up. You know what I'm saying? Us up the bartenders and all that.
Oh yeah, we was at Stadium that Thursday. we was definitely
yeah.
at good old
Oh,
Stadium.
Oh yeah, I'm in there.
We-
People will never know. Stadium used to have free Hennessy, free wings, unlimited.
Oh,
Oh.
good old days.
Right, we was in motherfucking triangles, nigga.
Oh, so y'all remember all the pop-up bars they had?
Yes.
They had the one in there where they sold
Yeah.
the food. Then they had that one little joint that's at the top, at the back, in front of the projector.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they had
yeah,
when they was
yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
free Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, good old Stadium. And then Stadium was lit because like bottles was only was like what you paying
2
for
for $5.50.
Yeah, 2 for $5.50. We was in that.
On
bitch.
Friday nights, they 100.
Oh, the Moet bottles.
Oh, before 10, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Not
the
any
what?
bottle.
Yeah, any
Oh,
bottle.
yeah.
Oh, that's we
Before-
did go there
before
Friday
10.
night.
Before 10.
That'd be the. And see, I be trying to save money, but then friends like these.
I'm the one who always tries to stay in the house. Y'all niggas be trying to get me out the house. Specifically you.
Thank you.
Specifically you.
Thank you.
Y'all have fun.
That's not the
This
point.
week
You
was-
costing me too much money, Gail.
This week was expensive for y'all. Let me.
That's for y'all. So
It was.
for you.
It was.
Not nearly as expensive.
It was so expensive.
It was too expensive.
What y'all do?
Fucked up.
I didn't
shit.
do a damn thing. What's what people did to me?
Right. People
I'm a
did to me
victim.
too.
Nah, you
y'all
did
know-
that shit. You did that shit.
Circles?
Yeah,
They don't know what you're. He don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying like,
Because I don't want to talk about the shit. Let's talk about something else. I'm already hurting. I looked at my bank account. I'm mad about it. It's over.
Fuck.
was it a club, a bar, a
Nah,
party?
so-
No, because it's going to make me look bad.
His is. Mine's just fucked up. So last weekend, 2 weeks ago, someone busted my driver's side window.
Damn.
And then so that shit happened. So I got that fixed. That was $300. Had to get. Haven't even got 10 on it yet. Was going to do it this Saturday. Then Friday, someone busted my passenger side window.
Huh? That had to be the same person.
That's
Yeah.
what I was like.
It's a group of kids in DC that's going around doing this shit.
And then the person broke my middle console and like tried to like open. I keep my glove department locked.
Uh-huh.
So they tried to do that when they figured they broke the handle to that shit. So I'm like,
Damn.
y'all niggas cost me.
Them niggas had a lot of
Yeah,
time.
them
in
niggas.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your alarm ain't go off at all?
It did. I think that's why I stopped because they only hit 3 cars, and mine was either the second one or the last one. So
Damn.
My alarm.
Black man can have nothing.
Nothing.
Have nothing nice.
Niggas said that shit to their chat. I was like, damn. Yo,
I wasn't laughing, Tom. I know it was expensive. We got the same car.
that's me.
I wasn't laughing at all.
I gonna hold you. I got into it with one of my roommates because they kept talking about the shit. I was like, yo, I'm not trying to talk about this with you. I'm not trying to talk. Not trying to talk about this. It's pissing me off. I had to stop the car. I was like, yo,
Didn't he ride
if
with
you
you?
shut, no.
Oh, he didn't.
I was like, you shut up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ton. You shouldn't move your car ever. I don't even understand why you even move your car to go to Abigail and you live 6 minutes from Abigail.
I should probably start valeting.
Because I'm not doing that. Because
And keep getting-
I'm just going to Uber.
That don't even make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't you just Uber? You live in.
I'm
Because it was like,
He has
I was
a
like,
BMW.
why pay the $5 when I can drive free? And before it was no problem with parking until this month. This month is just niggas
Yeah,
just
the-
let loose.
He's got both of them got brand new BMWs and shit. But this nigga won't park in fucking.
Don't tell the
valet.
podcast my pocket.
that-
We can tell off the podcast.
We said it on here that you got in the car.
No,
Yes, we did.
count my
'Cause
chickens.
y'all was talking about my Chevy. Feel good to have a Chevy now. Woo, y'all expenses crazy.
Shit, I got a pickup truck, so I'm good. Niggas ain't breaking shit.
We ain't laughing at this shit.
I know both like.
I'm glad we got it
This is some bullshit.
Why would you just valet? It's costing you more money to not valet.
It would be cheaper for me to Uber than valet. Valet costs $20. It costs $5 to Uber.
So why don't you Uber?
Did I not just say that's what I was going to start doing?
I thought that was like one of the benefits of living in DC. You don't have to move your car. You just
It was
Uber
just that.
everywhere.
It's just that those $5. Those $5.
I feel you.
They add up.
Niggas don't be willing to pay the $5 sometimes. I mean, it's 10 really because you got to get back.
Yeah. So like, and
Alright,
then,
this- you got a question. Just
Uber
off the,
everywhere.
The tangent. Not even a tangent, but why do you think is? I guess in the black community, do you think it's more acceptable for, or why do you think it's more acceptable for like women to be gay or lesbians than men to be gay?
It's a man's fantasy. I think because a man, every dude think about having that threesome or whatever, right?
Right.
So I think it's more acceptable in that standpoint because he's like, okay, if she gay, maybe I could kind of swing it and see what I could do to try to get my fantasy off.
Right.
okay.
Oh.
That was just.
I was on hope because I thought she was talking about men's fantasy to be gay. I was just like,
Oh no.
I was like, whoa.
Can't be homophobic though.
Hey, if you are who you are, you are who you are. I ain't got no problem with you.
Nah.
But that's why. I do think it's more acceptable for women to be gay than niggas. And the crazy,
Let's just put it out there.
it's a
It's
sexual
acceptable.
thing.
It's acceptable for anybody to be gay. It's just
Absolutely.
not-
I mean, yeah,
we just don't like
yeah.
transgenders right now. Let's just put it out there.
Oh.
What?
I'm not saying that. Delete.
I'm not saying. All right, let me clear. Let me clear that.
What
Let me
are
clear
you saying right
I'm
now?
saying that the only problem is that
Stop.
people
No.
are having problems with transgender. Right? I don't know why. I'm not
Okay,
saying me
people.
personally.
Oh,
I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying
we.
people are having problems with transgender women and men right now. Like that's literally the only thing with gay. That's the only thing.
So did y'all see the Breakfast Club interview with that boy?
I seen
saw
it.
Leak?
Yeah, that shit.
That-
I went back and
was
watched
so
Dave
weird.
Chappelle after too. It was funnier.
Yeah, it
Dave
was
Chappelle
funny.
joint was great.
Like after seeing that interview, shit was funny.
Nah, yeah,
So
that's
the dude basically said he was like, it's not a woman being born is not natural.
Yeah.
They trying to change the whole existence.
They said
of
it's an assignment now. It's
Yeah.
not. He said if it's an assignment and if that person chooses to stick with that assignment for the rest of their life and that's how they identify, that's what they are. They're not born naturally man or woman. I'm like, see,
they trying-
We don't like it.
when you say stuff like that, people start like, come on, man. Like, how can you say woman being born is not natural? What is natural then?
I don't know what the heck they want to do, but like I just think it's. I mean, I agree with you were saying about I guess like the fantasy thing, whatever, and even on top of that, it's like I feel like heterosexual men get a lot of like flack for being, I guess, like not even against, or we get a blame a lot for being against like gay things, gay men, I guess, and stuff like that.
But
But if you think about it, like. Because even straight women say, "Oh, the straight black men, they just homophobic," or they'll say they're homophobic, or they say we're not comfortable in our sexuality.
Right.
They'll
I don't
try to
see
say
nothing
that.
that's- I
They
don't
try,
think
they try to downplay us.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in this society, it's like you have to either agree with something or don't say anything else about it.
Facts.
Like if you don't agree with something, now you like the bad person
Right.
just because you don't agree. That's just how you have the right to agree. you had a right to disagree at the same time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And if people want to express that opinion, it's like podcasts, what we doing right now.
Right.
Or if you're a writer, if you're a blogger, whatever the case may be, you have the right to do that.
For sure.
So Jeff, you can go ahead and say you don't fuck with transgender people. It's okay.
I never said that. I said that the persona around them is people
stuttering.
if people don't like them. I'm not stuttering. I don't have any problem with anybody in the alphabet. No problem with him. Like I'm very comfortable with my masculinity. Like only thing I see is gay is if two men like each other. Anything else beyond that is not gay to me.
But the crazy thing is, like, just how like women to try to say, "Oh, we not comfortable with our sexuality and stuff like that," or call us homophobic. At the same token, ask a woman, "All right, so would you date a man that used to be gay?" Most of them women,
would say no. Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm confused.
That's a good point. That's
yeah,
a
I'm
good point.
confused now because now you're saying you wouldn't do that, but you want me to accept them so bad, but you wouldn't accept them when he say, "All right, I don't want to be gay no more. I like women."
I think part of that also stems from like I guess that old stigma that like if you were gay, you're associated with AIDS and shit, and like people just.
That
Ain't nobody fucking with AIDS. No,
Yeah.
nobody fucking with
Nobody. There's one thing that niggas don't fuck with. It's AIDS.
I think the alphabet and everybody. That's one thing. We need to get AIDS. We need to round up and get AIDS. That's the problem.
Wait, unity. Let's attack AIDS.
Let's get AIDS.
Help me.
But nah,
This is Kale's fault.
Help me, nigga.
nah. That's why I feel like people like don't like or people feel like there's a negative connotation with being gay because of the whole they have higher rates of being AIDS and like the down low.
And yeah, if you think about like in the 80s, I guess when AIDS first surfaced, that's like you said, that's what it was. People was like boycotting like hats, picket signs and stuff, burn the gays, kill the gays.
But, yeah,
I remember they said
That's
weed
wild.
makes you gay.
You said what?
They said weed makes
Oh
you gay.
yeah, I remember. I remember they tried to push that agenda.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but for me, I don't care if you purple, if you white, man, woman. If I'm going through a door, and somebody behind me, I'ma hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, there's no reason to disrespect anybody just because of whatever they identify as. You still treat a human as a human, regardless. Like I had an issue the other day. I was at this is a while, but I think I was like McDonald's or something, and I asked for something, and I was like, "Thank you, sir." I knew the dude was gay. Like you know, how, like you can just tell when somebody gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it." He goes, "I'm not a sir." And I was just like,
All right, bitch, I'm just trying. I'm confused.
but you know what I'm saying? I could have went that route.
Nigga.
But you know what?
You should have.
No. But I just be like, all right, whatever. And I just dip. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give everyone that energy for no reason.
Depends on the time. If it was early in the morning, look, bitch.
Yeah,
I don't
if you
even like
drunk,
going to
if you
work.
drunk, it might be a little something different. But I think that we just need to just treat everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta isolate nobody just because. I mean,
Did you see?
It's just not black and white anymore. It used to be black and white. Now it's like colorful.
And I feel like, and I feel like
No, yeah.
gay men.
That might be a rapper.
Gay men and transgenders. I feel like definitely get it. I guess I would say the worst because it's like you said, the stigma around gay men.
Bruh.
Cause like girl could be a lesbian all day, every day, and
Nobody's
niggas
gonna
ain't gonna give a fuck.
Niggas,
Yeah.
And
oh, what's she trying? Yeah, no.
Niggas
Right.
find that shit
Right.
sexy.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like. Type
But like
shit.
even if
That
you
shit
watch
the
when you watch the
male,
interview, they was disagreeing with each other. I'm like, how do y'all expect people to try to even
Right.
understand
understand?
Them niggas,
Y'all don't even understand each other.
they need
Y'all,
to get together, get a fucking handbook.
Please, I would really appreciate
I would
that.
read the shit because I'm really confused.
I would-
I don't think I'm gonna read a handbook. It'll be good.
I'm talking about on how to identify
Yeah.
on what they want to be called. Like, I really don't know if I don't know.
They
I don't
say
know.
call them by their name. I'm like, what if I don't know their name?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you a worker or something, I say thank you, sir. It's like, but they identify as a woman, and he's like, I'm not sir. I'm like, how the fuck I'm supposed to know?
Right.
So
Right.
that's really it. Yeah.
Hey, did you see the Shop episode with Kevin Hart and when Lil Nas was on there?
Nah, I think I missed that one.
Ah, damn. So that's that. Y'all ain't even watch it yet, did y'all?
No.
Wait, is this
I
new?
thought
Is this
y'all-
new?
Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
oh, so
On
it's
the
a new
little-
season?
He just keep dropping episodes.
Episodes, right?
Like randomly,
okay.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
like
Oh, okay.
consistent.
He don't do it consistently no more.
Nah,
I think they do it because they try to get the biggest person at the time to get on the show.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just be a group of people though.
So
Yeah.
a big
I ain't seen
person
that.
on the show.
I mean, regardless, everybody gonna watch this shit. I feel like. Well, I guess not y'all.
Yeah.
The shot.
Guess not everybody.
It's not everybody. Now.
Guess not y'all. But I mean, y'all got anything else y'all want to add in?
I'm good.
What on this topic?
Yeah. Anything. We about to just go ahead and close this thing out. It's getting kind of hot. We ain't drink today. Damn, we ain't even getting nothing to drink
Man,
today.
yeah, man.
Tom was supposed to go to the liquor store. Ain't go to the liquor store. I mean,
What?
That is a part of your job.
That's
to hit
part of
those.
your job.
That was not a part of my job.
That's
You know what's
not-
crazy? Y'all lying. I see a rock bottle right there.
That's water play.
That's
You're fucking up my persona. I'm supposed to like got buttons protecting you. Now you letting everybody know it's water.
I seen the pure white.
I'm playing, son. I'm playing.
Fuck. I'm supposed to look now.
I'm playing.
Now that shit look just flat now.
I'm playing.
Oh niggas, like icy up. That's crazy.
Away. Just throw it away.
I told you what it was there for.
to give the perception.
Right, the perception. I'm bottles on deck in
If
this
a bitch
bitch.
come in, hey, can I get some Ciroc?
There you go with the B word, the end it off.
Exactly.
Right, see, not even me.
We got a quota we gotta reach here on conscious ignorance.
Man, you know what? Next time, whenever y'all do it, y'all should have a bottle. Every time somebody say B word, somebody gotta take a shot.
These niggas would be
you
on the floor.
You got to, bro. You got to, bro.
These niggas would be
Oh,
on
we dead.
Yeah, y'all got to. Y'all got to.
Especially we-
We don't need no help getting drunk.
Especially if the topic is about women, which 95% of it is.
Kel be like, bitches.
Oh, I'm gonna take this one for the next time. I say bitches.
Nigga, it was one episode when I was like, God damn, is this how I sound? Fuck. You just gonna keep dropping this B word, huh? Goodness gracious, Tom.
Consistent.
Do we say we had woman guests? We did. Well, ISIS with him.
Yeah.
We did.
Shout out to Isis though. Isis cool.
Yeah.
Like she legit cool.
Nah, definitely.
She has that soul.
Like you said something. Yeah, some question. I think you said something about strippers or something. You wanted to talk about.
We kind of like I got
But
killed for it on
don't
Twitter. We can revisit
You
it.
got
if we want
killed for
to.
it.
Yeah, I said like women generally have a better personality.
Strippers.
Strippers have generally have a better personality than the average woman as far as like conversation and shit go.
Because they have to.
I mean,
I think that's part of your profession.
I mean, yeah, but
You know
woman
what I'm
goes, immediately, of course, woman gonna say yeah because you're paying them. Well, bitch, you want me to pay bills and shit, and your conversation still ain't good. So what now? Like what now? You still not good at shit. So either way, killed them.
At least she's asking for money up front. You gonna ask for it later in hand.
and the conversation's good.
Right.
I gotta sit across from you. You be boring as shit. Pay everything.
And you got no clothes.
And you can't.
What?
What? You say you got no toes.
And you got no clothes.
And you-
And you got on
This
clothes.
shit's stupid. This shit's stupid.
Please give me something to look at.
Right.
Pull a titty out or something.
God damn.
This is 100% toxic. The most toxic episode we've ever had.
Hey, this shit is horrible, son. Horrible.
Nah, I feel like that's a valid ass point because even if you want to say that's their job, okay, you have a job too, bitch. A lot of y'all,
Damn, they.
y'all, a lot of y'all ain't good at y'all job. Y'all got 9 to 5, so y'all could be trash at y'all job. Like,
She's good at her job.
yeah.
That's how she built that clientele though.
Oh, 100.
When you
100%.
come back, and I feel more inclined to give a stripper money that I actually know and I talked to
Can
before.
we call them entertainers? They don't like to be called
I
strippers.
definitely entertainers.
They don't like to be called strippers.
Well, I think it depends on. Well, the ones that just,
Tier 1.
yeah, the tier 1 strippers is tiers with strippers too. The ones that just being lazy, you know. What
Oh,
I'm
the
saying?
tier 3.
They ain't doing that what ISIS do.
Yeah, those
They
are
call them
strippers. Those are strippers.
You gotta
Okay.
work your way up. All right, let's just keep it.
Strippers,
They like to be
dancers,
called-
entertainers.
Yeah, stripper dance. I like that one.
Adult entertainers, do they add the adult in front of it or just straight?
Nah, I think when you put adult, it just sounds
Yeah,
dirty.
it sounds pointy.
It sounds like something I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to enjoy it.
real pointy. So we're not gonna do that one.
I be wanting to know how, like they go out. Yeah, so what do you do? Oh, I'm an entertainer.
I mean, I feel like they say that shit with
Probably.
Or
confidence.
content creator.
I feel like they say that shit with
Blogger.
confidence. I mean, like, I feel like depending on what level you doing it at, type shit, like, they probably say that shit with confidence, especially that shit paying for your house. My fucking ISIS
Yeah.
just bought the Tesla.
I
like,
seen.
So I'm an entertainer. Like,
I don't, like if I was making money like strippers was making, I wouldn't have no problem telling niggas what I do. At all. At all.
you want to be a stripper?
No. I'm saying. This was so. I wasn't trying to say that.
He gonna say with his chest, yeah, dance, nigga.
Like, yeah, I tell niggas whatever I do.
Nigga gonna shake his head. I'm an entertainer.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
I fucked up. I fucked
Your name
up.
gonna be
Sample
Finesse.
dances,
That's gonna be. I can't call you finesse. No more.
finesses,
Sorry. I can't call you finesse.
Finesses.
Oh, shit.
finesses.
This nigga is wild.
I have no want to be an entertainer at all.
This
But you are.
I'm talking, but the adult in front of it. The adult in front of it. It's not something I aspire to be.
Oh shit.
But if I wanted to be one of those, I would definitely be proud to be it.
All right. Well, that's one of the luxury. Women got a lot of benefits to being. I mean, it's
Having a pussy.
huh.
Oh, having a pussy gives benefits.
Yeah.
All right, that's guys. That we got to stop at some point. Guys, we got.
If you're a woman
It
and
is
you broke,
It's definitely a
Yeah,
benefit.
if you,
You're
a lot of
lazy.
scams they can do,
Yeah.
bro. Like they can sell pictures.
they can sell their pussy.
Goodness gracious.
Dude, niggas, I don't think I'm not checking, but I don't think you can sell dick like you can sell pussy.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's not how
I
the
don't
streets
know,
are
bro. You might can.
I don't think I can sell my body like a woman can
just
sell
wake
her
up one day
body.
and say, I'm about to start selling dick.
No.
How do you solicit dick? How do you like? Yo,
I'm finna hit these streets.
We should probably put Kales in the corner and see if it works.
what the fuck? What?
We should try. Yeah, we should try that and see how that works.
I'll see how this funny. Can't wait to come out to your podcast.
Yeah, we
Hell no.
definitely got to have y'all on the episode, man.
Yeah, cause shit, even this time was a long ass time coming. Cause I came on your joint when we was about to start.
Bro, that was back when we had the studio. We don't record the studio no
where y'all
more.
recorded.
We do it like just like y'all,
Oh,
just
shit.
like this.
Oh, that nigga sweat.
I don't know why I'm so hot.
That you on the stage, sweat like a stripper.
Top is getting a little spicy. in there.
It's full on
Jim
right
wants to come out about that stripper shit.
now. All right,
A little
let's,
zestiness.
let's calm down.
Quick question. So, we was at LA and shit. We was about to go to LA. What's your opinion on niggas wearing all white
Snow
to the
Patrol.
club?
Listen, let me get into
And
it real
now-
quick.
no,
No. Let me explain. Let me explain.
I just said it already.
All right, I'm about to explain it then.
I think I seen the episode. Y'all should have wore all white for Cuz' birthday.
What? No.
It was Tone's birthday.
And if Tone want all
Tone
his
had
men-
all white. He was an advocate for it.
and if Tone wanted all his men to wear all white for his birthday, y'all could have
Wild
all white
niggas.
for your
Wild
It's not
niggas.
y'all because I wasn't there.
Wild niggas.
Oh.
Wild nigga.
Here's my thing.
So you had your own agenda.
Yes. And he wore a white t-shirt. Like you couldn't just put on white, pants.
Here's the thing.
With black and white shoes.
Tell me, did y'all have a table?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah. I'm about to say,
my-
y'all just went in there just all white. And y'all
Come
just
on.
standing with the regular people. Then
And
nah.
we had 3 all white cars.
How are you? You 25?
Shit look crispy.
27. See,
Yeah.
look, that's exactly why. Let's tell you something right
Oh,
now.
the old nigga swag.
Let's get to the. Let's get to
Well,
the
I must be
bottom
an old soul then, because I want to wear all white with
of
my
it.
bros.
The nigga who hit the chat at like 28, 29,
Yes.
he hit the chat, said that shit, and he was just immediately on the shit. I'm like,
Let's do this
whoa.
shit. I'm with it.
I'm like, and then the
Damn,
other nigga
son
was I
got
see, whoa. That's when I was like, let me phone a friend. Before I
Yo, calling their answers.
I called this nigga. I said, yo, Tom, what you think about wearing all white to the club, bro? Like, you know, it's not an all white party. It's just
Right.
we're all white. What you say, Tom?
I said, nah, that's stupid.
I was like,
so he gets it too.
I was like, glad we on the same page. So that's why I was like, might not be it, guys. I think and put it in. I was like, maybe that's like an older thing. I'm just. No, we just can't do it. It looks stupid. Niggas
Who-
look like Marks.
Who are you? Who you looking stupid to?
Everybody.
I'm look stupid to myself, and I ain't comfortable with what's going
I
on.
have never gone to a club and seen niggas in all white and then said, "Oh, them niggas look stupid."
I've never went to a club and seen niggas in all white.
So be different.
No, this shit looks because it looks stupid.
To who?
Me and obviously everybody else because it ain't been done yet.
Niggas wear all black, 24/7,
We've been
365.
through this. Black, all black is what, Tom?
Killers.
Killers.
And all white is the niggas getting money.
All white are the niggas that was sent to heaven by the killers.
No, all white is the niggas getting money.
That's funny.
This nigga
dog.
was mad as shit. He was like,
The niggas getting money is
double-
wearing
he
all
said,
white.
Niggas be wearing lime green. He said the double
I mean-
standards gotta stop.
Oh god. Nah, that lime green shit.
Real quick, so when you turn 30, is it dirty 30?
Oh God, yeah, it's not right.
You better not call it
Nah.
dirty.
You better not call no
I don't-
30-30.
I
He
don't
want to
know.
take the all bitches can wear matching fits. That's fine, but he want to take that.
Bro,
back.
I
Why
still
you
got
wanna be dirty? Why you wanna be dirty as a grown ass
I'm
man?
27, bro. I got 3 more years.
I know, but
Bro, I stopped thinking about 30.
I'm just saying, like, cause you know how women call it. They got 25. They got all of these.
No. Dudes don't do that, bro.
I want something for us. This shit's not fair, bro. But
I'll probably say 30.
with that being said, though, Zachary just messed up something over there. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share on YouTube.
Everything just dropped me.
Like, what's going on over there?
I don't know, but don't forget to like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. Thanks for coming out.
Nah, thanks y'all for having me.
Having
Appreciate
Chubbs
it.
here from Teleseason the podcast, y'all. We get at y'all next week.
What's going on over here, Zach? How long ago?
Why you never know that? What are you doing?